Straight ahead, walk straight ahead, here you go. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah, straight ahead.
Sure. I think that's what naturally happens to women. Now, even if you're not necessarily quote unquote dressing in a sexy type of style, you know, if you got a big butt, if you got, you know, a heavier chest, sometimes you will receive unwanted attention. And it's not an invitation. I really don't appreciate it.
I was just saying, so first of all, how do you deal with that unwanted attention?
I mean, of course, there's a difference between getting a compliment, someone saying you look sexy, or I think you look hot in that, you know, of course. But when it gets to the point of like, oh, I would do X, Y, and Z, and oh, you could get F-U-C-K, stuff like that, it becomes too much. And I mean, there's nothing you can do other than ignore it. I actually don't know how to deal with that. I think as a young woman, that is one of the hardest things you do, or your challenge to deal with, is how to deal with the opposite sex and sometimes how they speak.
No, of course. Right, so we got you in Beverly Hills a couple days ago in your booty shorts.
Yeah.
You know, some people might say that, you know, that kind of look invites that unwanted attention.
I mean, I definitely do think when I'm wearing certain things where I'm going. You know, when I'm shopping on Rodeo, I'm like, who the hell cares? I'm just shopping on Rodeo.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna go to the strip club like that. You know,
No,
every outfit is for a specific event, and that was definitely just the fun. I'm in LA, having a blast. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people are gonna say and do and act however they want to act, despite how you look or how you dress. You're gonna always receive unwanted comments. And I don't know if there's any way that you can specifically, it doesn't mean don't dress this way, it doesn't mean hide yourself off, it just means you'll have to learn how to say, you know what, I'm gonna separate myself from this. And it's something I'm learning too. I'm only 23, so it's the college age.
But do you think that, you know, you have a lot of fans, a lot of them younger girls, is this the style that they should be like emulating in a way?
I would hope that what they would see from me is that I'm being myself, not be like me, but express yourself, you know, however you feel fit. I've always been very out there with my ideas, but I definitely was afraid for a long time because of my career of being myself. And the past couple of years, I really found that I define who I am, not the people that are part of my career, not the people that have been fans of my career. I do, and I can push it and pull it in whatever direction I want. And I would hope that the people that see me don't think to do exactly what I'm doing, but to find their own version of their freedom.
Okay. Now, let me ask you last question. You know, you've been very outspoken on Twitter about this Soulja Boy and Chris Brown fight.
Yes.
Why are you so against this?
I think it's one thing for you and the person to be into it, right?
Yeah.
It's another thing when we as a society choose what we want to encourage. And I feel like that's probably my biggest feelings, which is that, like, look, people are gonna argue, we're gonna get into fights, but I would just hope like that when we would see, you know, people, we would not want to encourage them to.
But they're like not taking this to the streets. They're like, this is a professional thing,
right? Which is very
gloves
interesting.
and all that. Like, isn't that the way they should be settling this?
I don't know. I don't know if everything has to be settled with fists. You know what I mean? I think that we can talk and we can say, like, that's why I use my gags. That's what my gags are for. When I want to express myself and I want to say something or anything, you know, that's what I do. I'm like,
you know, this all started over Carucci. This all started over Carucci.
Now, but
Last
thank
question.
you.
Last question.
No.
This all started over Carucci. Do you think Carucci